Hello students, today's point of discussion is introduction to chemical kinetics. Now industrially we do conduct number of chemical reactions for sake of our convenience. Now we need different chemicals in day to day life, and production of those chemicals play vital role in our life, no doubt. Now for those chemical reactions, we should know each and everything related to the reactions, I mean the crucial reactions conducted by us. Now the main characteristic feature, I mean properties of chemical reaction. So characteristics of chemical reaction can be explained in three different ways, which involve position of equilibrium, then feasibility of reaction, and the speed or rate of reaction. So the characteristics of chemical reaction are position of equilibrium, then feasibility of reaction, and last one is the rate of chemical reaction. Now let me explain one by one about these characteristic features of what chemical reaction. So very first, position of equilibrium. Now remember, the position of equilibrium can be better understood by considering the equilibrium constant, and remember this area is covered by the chemical equilibria. Remember, kinetics, I mean chemical kinetics, don't have to do anything with this characteristic property of what chemical reaction. So this area is covered by chemical equilibria. Now let me explain. For example, consider a reaction A plus B gives C plus D. Let equilibrium is established in this reaction. So by applying law of mass action, to this equilibrium, we get the equilibrium constant, which can be given as K equals to concentration of C into concentration of D upon concentration of A into concentration of B. Now value of equilibrium constant depends on the molar concentration of product and reactant. Now greater the product of the concentration of the ingredients present on product side, I mean if concentration of C into concentration of D has greater value as compared to that ingredient present on the denominator side, I mean the concentration of reactant, then value of K comes greater. So what it means, when equilibrium will get established, that is the beauty. Now remember, when equilibrium establishes in the reaction, then that means that the rate of forward and reverse reaction becomes equal. So reaction tend to proceed in unidirection, I mean in forward direction, until equilibrium is established. So the direction of reaction is suggested by this theory, this means a characteristic property which is entirely discussed in the chemical equilibria. Now very important part of discussion is the feasibility. Now second very important characteristic feature is feasibility of chemical reaction. Now what feasibility is? Feasibility in other words can be termed as spontaneity. I mean whether the reaction will take place on its own or not. And remember, answer to this question is given by thermodynamics. So if at all you are willing to conduct any reaction, then a great question should arise whether the reaction will take place on its own or not. Remember, the reactions which takes place on their own are said to be spontaneous reactions, and those reactions which are not able to proceed on their own and those reactions need external support, then those are non-spontaneous reactions. So feasibility is better explained by thermodynamics, remember. So feasibility of reaction is explained by thermodynamics. Now let me explain. Most of the exothermic reactions are found to be spontaneous, I mean feasible. What happens in exothermic reactions? In exothermic reactions, delta H in exothermic reactions, delta H is negative, and this indicates that the product of such type of reactions are more stable than reactants. And if products are more stable than reactant, then definitely those reactions are expected to proceed in forward direction. I mean those reactions must be feasible. No doubt most of the exothermic reactions are feasible, I mean spontaneous, but only exothermicity is not a criteria to explain the feasibility. Why? Because number of endothermic reactions are also reported which are spontaneous. For example, fusion of ice. Fusion of ice is spontaneous and happens to be endothermic. So another important terms which are needed to be considered and did explained in thermodynamics, that is delta S, I mean entropy change, and delta G, that is Gibbs energy change. Now we know very well these two are related by means of Gibbs Helmholtz equation, that is delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. Now what is the feasibility criteria? Remember delta S, I mean delta S total. We are interested in the delta S total. So what it means, delta S total is the total entropy change of system plus that of surrounding. If delta S total comes positive and delta G, that is Gibbs free energy change, should be negative, then the reaction is feasible, I mean spontaneous. So feasibility criteria is explained very well in thermodynamics, but remember thermodynamics don't have to do anything with the speed or rate of reaction. For example, acid-base reactions are rapid, I mean takes place with enormous rate and spontaneous as well. But number of chemical reactions which are spontaneous but takes place with slower rate. For example, rusting of iron. Rusting of iron, it is spontaneous, I mean takes place on its own, but for measurable change it takes months together. Another example can be given is of reaction of diamond with oxygen. That reaction is also feasible reaction, I mean spontaneous reaction, but the rate is not observable. Thus, feasibility is explained only in thermodynamics, but as far as rate of reaction is concerned, that is only explained in chemical kinetics. So our point of discussion is the rate of reaction. Now what exactly is rate of reaction? So if we are willing to conduct any chemical reaction, then damn, we are also interested to know the time for which reaction will proceed. I mean the time for which the product will be obtained for us. So the rate means speed of reaction. I mean how fast or slow the reaction will proceed. Remember, how fast or slow the reaction will occur or proceed is discussed in this science, I mean branch of science known as chemical kinetics. So chemical kinetics is a branch of science which deals with the study of rate of reaction. And remember, there are number of factors which affect the rate. I mean few factors affect positively, I mean which increase or enhance the rate of reaction, and few factors may decrease the rate of reaction. So it is point of discussion what the factors affecting the rate of reaction. So rate of reaction, I mean how fast or slow the reaction will proceed, then factors affecting the rate of reaction, and most importantly mechanism of the chemical reaction. Why and how that reaction is happening, that is also explained in this very science known as chemical kinetics. So chemical kinetics, that is, it is the branch of science which deals with the rate of reaction, factors affecting the rate of reaction, and mechanism of reaction. So these things are discussed in chemical kinetics. Now chemical kinetics has biological importance also. We know very well number of chemical reactions are taking place in our body. Those are biochemical reactions. And remember, enzymes act as a catalyst. I mean enzymes catalyze those reactions, enhance the rate of those reactions, I mean biochemical reactions. So the rate of biochemical reaction is also a part of discussion. So chemical kinetics has biological importance, and rather than this, it has industrial importance also. Remember, in a factory or in any industry, a certain chemical is produced. So number of chemical compounds are used by us in day-to-day life. Now the reactions which takes place with rapid rate are important for us. I mean economically or financially those reactions are more important. Thus it has, I mean chemical kinetics has industrial importance. Remember, the fast chemical reactions are economically important for us. So it will not be fruitful to conduct slow chemical reaction in order to prepare any sort of product. Therefore, we do prefer alternative pathway to prepare number of the chemicals. So in this way, in chemical kinetics, we are damn interested in rate of reactions, factors affecting the same, and the mechanism of the chemical reaction. Now these things, I mean position of equilibrium is the part of discussion in chemical equilibria. And remember, equilibrium constant is key factor, and remember, equilibrium constant depends on the concentration of ingredients at equilibrium and not on the concentration in between, I mean pathway between initial and final state. Another big thing, feasibility of chemical reaction is the part of discussion, and which is very well explained by thermodynamics. But right here, now our part of discussion is chemical kinetics, which explains the rate of reaction, factors affecting the rate, and the mechanism of chemical reaction. Thank you very much.